What's up, everybody? I'm just making sure my settings are all good. Gojira 851, yes, you did not miss it. We are just now starting. Bobby Reynolds, what is up, everybody? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you this evening with Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 60, and it is a graveyard shift. And boy, my green light is like really having a crazy effect with the camera there. Um, don't know. I might have to shut that off in order to fix that because that is not no bueno. Didn't used to have that problem in the past, but now, since I decided to drop my phone not that long ago, it does have some cracks around that area. So I'm guessing, let me know, you guys, if that light is a bother, because it bothers me a little bit. How is it if I go to unplug it? Yeah, we'll just deal with that. That's just fine and dandy with me. But what is up, everybody? Yes, it is Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 60, Graveyard Shift. Little later than usual graveyard shifts that have happened in the past. That is because it does not really get dark around here in Tucson until it hits 8 o'clock my time. But I hope everyone had a great week. Hope everybody is doing well. How has everybody been doing? You know, it's great to see some of the, normal guys commenting. We got 6 people on in here. Thank you all for being here this evening with me, Godzilla Fan Freaks, for my live stream show of Kaiju Chill O'Clock. If you are just joining us for the very first time, Kaiju Chill O'Clock is basically just a sit-down, hang-out moment with me. Feel free to ask me any questions. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. And we just hang out and have a good time, talk about pop culture things. It could be Godzilla-related, anything else Kaiju-related, anything sci-fi and stuff-related, which we do have some stuff to talk about tonight. But yes, please, Atomic Blast that like button. Helps out the show a lot. Helps me reach other people and a larger, wider audience. We have KG. What is going on? How y'all doing? Let me see. I want to see what... Because YouTube keeps changing things, so I want to see what is what here. Okay. What is this? Top chat, live chat. I want to make sure I'm on the live chat, okay? They keep moving stuff around, so I gotta always figure out the settings every time I go to do this. But yes, no, tonight, for Kaiju Chill Clock, what I have on in the background is actually, if you saw the post earlier, kind of a very unpopular opinion, but I am a big fan of the Planet of the Apes 2001. Which is actually a Tim Burton film. A lot of the times I do forget about it being a Tim Burton film. But nonetheless, it's, I think it's fantastic. It does get a bad rep, I will say, by Planet of the Apes fans. It is not necessarily a lot of people's favorite version of Planet of the Apes. But it's mine. And I just figured, especially with the new Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes movie that just came out, why not just get some Planet of the Apes on Kaiju Chill O'Clock? Talk some ape. Let's talk some apes. So this movie, it gets a bad rep, and I really feel it deserves a little bit more respect than what it's getting. Fans do not like it. A lot of people, of course, don't like Mark Wahlberg as the main lead, which, again, for the time period, this was one of Mark Wahlberg's, earlier kind of movies, I want to say, So I want to say he fits the role actually pretty well. Mark Wahlberg, I definitely see him as more of a comedy type actor because I see a lot of movies that he's been in have been comedy related, and of course this one is more of a action sci-fi adventure, Planet of the Apes. So, but I think he still fits the role pretty well. Loosely Collected, Jonathan, what's going on? Yes, and then KG said happy 60th episode. Well, thank you very much. Yes, it's we'd probably be more episodes long if I did the show more regularly like I used to, but maybe we'll eventually get back on track for something like that in the future. I'm still just trying to work out and budget my time appropriately, if you guys catch my drift. So, but no, this movie, I want to say I have more of a liking to it because of memories. My grandfather was a very big Planet of the Apes fan, and he never used to like to go to the movies. Like whenever I would stay with my grandma and grandpa when I was younger, my grandma loves movies. That's probably where I get a lot of my joy for movies and media is from that side of the family, and so we'd always go to the movies. And then I remember when this was coming out in the theaters, and my grandma was very excited, and even grandpa showed interest on wanting to go see it. And so I have memories of this was one of the few movies that he actually went with me and grandma to the movies to go see Planet of the Apes, because he enjoyed Planet of the Apes. And then I also have memories with my dad, because that was another thing that I grew up watching, was Planet of the Apes with my dad and my grandpa. So not only, this movie, but the more older classic, Planet of the Apes media and stuff like that. So, I just really think, though, this movie in particular, again, I favor it because of a lot of good memories I have with family and everything. But, again, as you're watching it, it almost doesn't feel like a typical Tim Burton film, because you know how a lot of directors, whether it be James Cameron or Steven Spielberg, any of those big time directors, they have a certain feel about their movies. Like you can tell, like, okay, I'm watching a Tim Burton movie, or I'm watching a Steven Spielberg movie, or whatever. It's like one of those things that you can tell who's directing it. But sometimes with this Planet of the Apes, I always seem to forget that it's a Tim Burton movie. And it really doesn't feel like one at the end of the day. Tim Burton movies are really kind of dark and, sometimes odd. But this is like just really straightforward. I feel this 2001 remake definitely pays a lot of homage to the classic Planet of the Apes media, because, again, another reason why this movie stands out to me is because, yes, there are some scenes and stuff that uses digital and CGI and everything like that, but the makeup, the sets, the costumes, all of that practical effectiveness going around, Tim Burton just executed it wonderfully in this film. And I just really feel, if you haven't seen Planet of the Apes 2001 in a minute, and maybe your opinion was kind of more on the sour side towards it, I would definitely say pop it in, rewatch it. I think you might enjoy it a lot more than you remember, because I believe it deserves a little more than what it gets. Jonathan, he's at work 3 hours into a 12-hour overnight. Yuck, that is no fun. And then Tim, yo, it's like you're in our house. What's up, man? What is going on? Welcome to Kaiju Chill O'Clock, everybody. Just talking some Planet of the Apes. But what are your guys' opinions? Do you guys enjoy the Planet of the Apes 2001? Again, I just really think when you break it down to what Tim Burton was able to do with the makeup and the costumes and just everything, it was fantastically well executed, in my opinion. So I just think it's great. Again, Mark Wahlberg, maybe not the perfect role for the main human protagonist, but you know what? I think it's all right for what it is, in my opinion. Jonathan, honestly, I had hoped that they might have had a sequel of the Burton Apes. Oh, I mean, the way Tim Burton ended it, again, what a twist! It just makes the movie more fun that way. And, I just think for me, again, I'm not a huge hardcore Planet of the Apes person. I don't have I don't have any collectibles really outside of, I just have the Tim Burton film. And then I ended up picking up one of the posters, because mini posters at the theater, because a theater I went to this past week had them. And I was actually drawn to it. I was like, that's a pretty nice poster. I'll show you guys here a little later, like when we do a room tour. but I got a little mini poster of the new movie Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, kind of like the early screening poster. So like a theater I went to this last week, they had some left, and I just snagged one because I was like, that's actually kind of a nice poster. And so now it's like I have a poster, and then I have the Tim Burton movie. That is the extent of the Planet of the Apes in my collection, which is totally fine. It's a totally another IP that I don't need to do a dive hole down into for sure. Just this movie and the poster, that's fine enough for me just to show that I am a fan of it. Let's see. KG, is King Kong their god? No, he's not. Gojira851, the movie was fine in my opinion. Again, I really think it gets a really bad rep. It really, really does. And I just think it deserves a lot more credit than what it's due. Austin Creations, yo, glad I was able to catch this episode live. Heck yeah, man, glad to have you here. I would have had the light on that's usually on in the background here, but the way that my screen has been kind of cracked in a spot, it really kind of made a bad glare, and I didn't want to hurt your guys' eyes, let alone mine, because I didn't like the way it looked on the screen. So, anyway, but thank you for being here, Austin Creations. Bobby Reynolds, what if you're starting your review on Dragon Ball Evolution with a DVD, your bet at a baseball bat, and you think about smashing? If I really wanted to, maybe. I don't get that creative with certain reviews just because I don't have that well of editing tech at my disposal. But I would more than gladly take a baseball bat to any copy of Dragon Ball Evolution. Just like Godzilla 1998, Dragon Ball Evolution does not exist in my reality. It does not exist whatsoever. So, anyway. Overall, though, no, I really enjoy the 2001 Planet of the Apes. Again, I just think it's really solid. And, the music, I want to say, is really what stands out with it. That you can tell it's a Tim Burton movie. But it also blends so well with the Planet of the Apes universe that, again, you almost forget that you're watching a Tim Burton movie. Man, what else really stands out about it? This movie actually had a lot of stunt people because, again, practical effects, everything like that. A lot of the action sequences when the apes are jumping and flying around through the trees and stuff like that, that was all done with, wires and bungees and stuff like that, which you needed a lot of stunt actors. When the apes are down on all fours and they're doing their, galloping towards the humans and everything, all of that had to have been done by stunt people. So there was a ton of stunt people for this movie. That was one thing that I remember about the credits that really stood out, was there was a ton of stunt people for this movie, just because there was a lot of stunts. And then again, that's another part of it that made it fun, Jonathan, I need to backtrack on the current run of Planet of the Apes stuff. I watched the first of these new ones, the ones basically the origin story. Yeah, the new Planet of the Apes movies, I've seen, I want to say I've seen each one at least once or twice, but that's been about it. Again, Planet of the Apes isn't one of my favorite, IPs, but I still do enjoy it. But just not enough to revisit a lot of the media outside of this 2001 movie. This 2001 movie from Tim Burton has a lot of rewatchability for me. I really, really enjoy it. I think it's fantastic. Spaceman V, yo, what's up? You're at work watching the stream. Well, thank you. I hope I can make your work hours go by a little bit more quicker. We got 12 people on in here, 5 likes on my end. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 60, The Graveyard Shift, with me, your host, Godzilla Fan Freaks. Don't forget to atomic blast that like button if you have not already. Helps out a lot. Reptile 7876, what's going on, man? And then Reptile also says his favorite Tim Burton movie is Mars Attacks. That is another one. I have it on DVD. I love that movie myself. It is fantastic, great great. And that one you can definitely, though, kind of tell it's a Tim Burton movie. Has more of that Tim Burton feel to it, which again, Planet of the Apes, in my opinion, you really don't get a lot of Tim Burton feel with it. You totally forget that you're watching a Planet of the Apes movie sometimes. Man, we're having the comments roll in here. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Jonathan, you sounded like me when it comes to the movie Gone Fishing. I've been buying copies of that movie with the intent of dramatically destroying them and recording it on video. And then Bobby Reynolds, would John Woo be perfect for a Godzilla movie? I don't know. Martial arts, right? Isn't that John Woo's expertise? Gojira851, Dragon Ball Evolution equals why? Seriously, why? Money, what? Money? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Les, what's going on? Les says, guys, ape it up. I still prefer the original Charles Heston movie, but then again, I am... Oh, hey, you still can't knock the classics. I mean, again, Planet of the Apes is just... I enjoyed the classics too. It's just, for me... The 2001 movie is by far my favorite. And then Les said, thanks for the very kind words about his letter and everything. If you guys saw that post about Les here, was the one that sent in his fan mail to G-Fan and got it posted in a magazine, and he mentioned me. So he was writing to G-Fan and got published in it, and then I was in that article in G-Fan, and of course it was the one honoring the Ken Satsuma, for the Heisei Godzilla. So a lot of big feels with that. Les, you are more than welcome. You did me more than a favor. It was just awesome to be mentioned in that series of G-Fan, man. Thank you so much. And then he says, I deserve more attention. He was proud to mention, well, hey, man, I was proud to mention you. Give you that shout out, man. Hey, Yasi, what's going on? KG, Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, that's kind of what I got a shirt on here. You really can't see it, but it's like Jack Skellington crossed between like Freddy Krueger. So kind of like a Tim Burton, Wes Craven t-shirt going on tonight, which again, kind of fitting, knowing that I'm watching the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes right now. Les, my favorite Tim Burton flick will always be Batman 1989. Hey, you can't go wrong with the Batman movies, man. Batman and Batman Returns, awesome. Awesome films. Tim, talking to Gojira851, Dragon Ball equals money. Jonathan, get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape. Which, again... This movie actually throws a lot of fun twists, again on the classics, because when he touches the gorilla's, foot, right now he's about to say it, get your hands off me, you damn dirty human, it's like, oh, hey, look at that, reference, but on the opposite end. A great cast in this movie, by the way. That is another thing. Again, I kind of touched on Mark Wahlberg kind of being an odd choice, but again, kind of one of his more earlier films, I want to say, or at least when I started to know about him in movies. This was one of my first movies with, knowing about Mark Wahlberg. But great cast in this movie. Again, Michael Clarke Duncan, God rest his soul. He was taken way too soon. Great actor. And I've loved any movie that guy has been in. Green Mile, of course, classic. Planet of the Apes here, he plays one of the gorillas. Granted, he's evil at first, but then he makes that change of heart right at the end of the movie. Man, what else? Another unpopular opinion, super unpopular opinion. I do enjoy the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, and part of that is because I like Michael Clarke Duncan's representation of the Kingpin. I thought he made a great Kingpin. Again, Michael Clarke Duncan, great actor. Loved his voice. He just had that deep, oh, it was so empowering, Les Walker, Satsuma was the man. Yes, he was. Reptile 7876, what's your favorite scene from Godzilla X Kong? Mine was when Godzilla spears Kong through the pyramid. Yeah, no, that was good. My favorite scene, Reptile, from Godzilla X Kong, Easy. When Kong picks up Zuko and is flinging him around, hitting the other apes, and then chucks him at the last one, absolute just had me laughing out loud in the theater. I love that scene. That has by far my favorite scene. KG says cool. Gojira 851 says that Timothy. Tim and Gojira 851 talking it up. Oh, Les Walker talking to Reptile, saying I would have say the part with Kong that grabs the little Kong. Start exactly. See, look, me and Les, same tastes. We like the same scene. That's what's up, Les. And then Reptile said, I'm behind on your guys' comments. You guys are going way too fast. That or I'm going too slow. I don't know. You guys be the judge of that one. Les saying, I do like Tim Burton's Apes. The score is awesome. Yes, the music is great. Makeup, and again, the makeup and set pieces, I'm watching it right now. It's unbelievable. And it's like, you know, that stuff was there. It was physically there. You could touch it. The humans were inside of this cage crate that was on wheels that real horses pulled. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I love practical effects. It's just fantastic. Oh, the makeup, the armor, the set pieces, you know, the jungle, everything like that. Oh, it's just beautiful. Anyway, Bobby Reynolds, I did a topic video on GojiFan 93 and Ramble for Life versus AVGN Nostalgia Critic. AVGN Nostalgia Critic may be entertaining, but Ramble for Life and GojiFan 93 are funny and more natural with their videos and whatnot. Well, hey, that's awesome, man. That's great to see. Okay, I think I'm about to catch up here. Bobby Reynolds, controlled by anybody but themselves, and then Gojira 851, director's cut of Daredevil all the way. Yes, 100%. The director's cut of Ben Affleck's Daredevil was fantastic. And then Les Walker saying, great minds think alike. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But anyway, you guys, so no, this is fun talking about some apes here. I'm really not sure how long tonight's show is going to run for. It really depends on the engagement. Again, you guys have questions for me, feel free to ask them. Reptile 7876, did I see the new Planet of the Apes? No, I have not yet anyway. I do have a mini poster. If you missed that, I mentioned that in the stream just a little earlier that this past week I picked up a mini, early screening poster that they still had at the theaters and snagged one of those and brought it home because it was actually a pretty cool poster. Again, I'll show it a little later on when we go to do the room tour and stuff like that. But I do have a little list of things to talk about here. Got some sticky notepads. See, we talked about the Planet of the Apes 2001. I think we covered that movie nicely. I will still continue to have it on in the background here. It is, again, always a great watch for me. Les, I have yet to see the new Apes flicks. Is it that good? I am hearing it's good. I am hearing that it is really good, actually. So, I don't know. Anybody here in the comments, have you seen the new Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? Is it good? What did you think? No spoilers, please. Oh, let's see here. I do have some other things. I do have some stuff to show you guys that I have been getting, but I didn't do a box day or anything like that. But if you guys are following Godzilla Fan Freaks on Facebook and on Instagram, you guys have probably been seeing some posts of kind of some new stuff that I've been getting, because that's kind of what I've been doing, just because I haven't had really the energy to do a box day when these things come in. So, anyway. Reptile saying, I haven't seen it, but yeah, I've heard it's good. All right. Everybody's hearing good things. But, let's see, some Kaiju news. I'm trying to think of some stuff here. So, if you guys did not see, there was a new SH Monster Arts announced. Woo! But it's a reissue of the 54. Now, granted, it's about maybe double the price of the original 54, which I think was only like, that was only like 60, 65 bucks. So now this new one that's coming out that they're reissuing, which is the 70th anniversary, version. It's more painted like the original kind of poster art. It comes with a red, fire effect piece, for his atomic breath. It comes with a couple planes, and then it comes with an alternate set of hands. And then it comes with like a special stand and stuff. But And don't worry, we will get to that tour list, just talking about some topics here. Um, Again, I'm kind of always up in the air with SH Monster Arts at this point. I really think that sometimes they need to go back to the drawing board. I don't really like their prices, compared to like other companies like Haya, which are still charging like under $60 per figure, and then you have SH Monster Arts, which run 100 to 130, even sometimes higher than that. I just think it's crazy. I don't know. I'm not really excited about the new 54. SH Monster Arts, I'll pick it up if I really, really want it, but this 54 would have had to have like a little bit more to it. What they should have did that would have been cool would make an SH Monster Arts 54, but make it a skeleton. Make an articulated Godzilla skeleton 54. Comes with a little oxygen destroyer as a little bonus. Totally brand new figure, totally great idea. There you go. Tamashii Nations, go ahead and take my idea and give me the royalties. Oh, let's see here. Jonathan, I used to have an old paperback copy of the original story that the Planet of the Apes movies were based on. Too bad my ex-wife took it when we split up. Oh, man. And then, yep, Les waiting for the tour. Reptile 7876, Godzilla Evolved looks good. From SH Monster Arts, I want to say yes. Not really sold on the price. The other thing that SH Monster Arts just kind of rubs me the wrong way with is their quality control. Again, prototype photos, they can look pretty all day. Until this figure starts getting into people's hands, will we actually see if the prices hold up? SH Monster Arts, again, charging the prices that they do, but then still have sloppy paint apps, loose joints, just all of these issues that affect the sculpt and the function of the figure. Not really fun when you're paying those prices. I'm still kind of upset getting the Monster X figure. You know what I mean? Like, I really think that figure should have been bare minimum $75 versus what the normal MSRP is for it. But yeah, no. So SH Monster Arts, I'm kind of leaning more towards Haya. I don't own any Haya figures, but that might change sometime soon for sure. Les Walker saying, talking loosely about the old stuff, old cart. Oh man, my comments are jumping all over the place. Yep, talking about the late 60s, early 70s. Les Walker, Monster Arts should do larger figures. I would love to have a bigger articulated Godzilla 54. And then for the sizes, larger articulated figure would be cool, but considering what their prices are currently now for their normal 6 inches sized figures, I can't even imagine what a larger scale SH Monster Arts would probably cost. I want to say you might end up being better off going to X Plus or something at that point. But and then yep, Loosely is just talking with Les. Reptile, I'm just gonna wait on the X Plus to make Godzilla Evolved. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And then Les Walker, that's why other companies are making nice and nicer looking figures now. Yep. There's competition out there, and if SH Monster Arts can't step up to the plate, they're gonna lose business at the end of the day. But there's still people out there who prefer SH Monster Arts, though. Everybody has their own opinions on what they like, and that's okay. Austin Creations, I'm not jazzed about the price for it, but love the 54 Monster Arts and that it is one I always find myself posing. Yeah, no, my 54 SH Monster Arts, I love it. The articulation on it is great. And then I'll most likely pick it up, but I understand why other people aren't super excited. See, that's what it's all about, Everybody has their own likes and dislikes. Lewis, no need for a 54 Godzilla skeleton to be articulated. It didn't move. Well, it would still be a cool concept. I'm not going to lie. Think about it. Godzilla skeleton, be able to articulate it how you want. maybe even make your own mini film of like a ghost Godzilla destroying a city with stop motion. You know, hey, you could do that famous movie Godzilla versus Ghost Godzilla. So, you know, I feel like an articulated Skeleton 54 with like a mini oxygen destroyer would be actually kind of a cool figure, in my opinion, you know. And then Les Walker said, too true. All right. We're moving right along here. We're talking about some SH Monster Arts news. Oh, let's see. Godzilla X Kong, kind of back on that for a minute. The physical media release, I believe, is scheduled for June 11th. Can anyone else confirm that? I definitely am going to pick up probably one of the Walmart Steelbooks. I think I liked the look of one of the Walmart Steelbooks the best, because I think Target, Walmart, a few different places are having like different ones come out, and then now Best Buy doesn't sell physical media in store anymore, so you know I don't go to Best Buy anymore for anything. So now I'm stuck going to either Walmart or Target for physical media releases. But I want to say I did like Walmart's Steelbook the best. So yeah, Godzilla X Kong physical media release scheduled for June 11th. Again, if I am wrong, please put it in the comments, but I think that's what I've been hearing. And Lucy Collected, I guess I'm on the outside here. I like these higher end Godzilla and Kaiju toys, but once they get over $20 or $30, he's out. I guess I'm too poor to have an expensive taste. Jonathan, it's all right. Everybody has their own budgets for things. And again, if there's really something that you come across that you really like, you kind of can make it a goal for yourself, or, you know, you'll get there somehow. You know, there's always a will, there's a way, right? But always collect responsibly. That is the big one. Oh, Les Walker, you got a cool thing recently. A Chinese release of Godzilla -1 on... Oh, a Chinese release. Interesting. Okay, it's not bad. Oh, it has English subs. Interesting. So he got a Chinese release with English subs. Interesting. And then you're happy with it, and then bring on Godzilla X Kong. Awesome. I'm still waiting for the proper normal physical media release of Godzilla -1, which, again, if we're going by timeline of physical media releases, you know, we didn't get Shin Godzilla until a good amount, you know, time later after its theatrical run. I want to say... kind of stinks, but I want to say we're probably not going to see a physical media release here in the States for Godzilla -1 until November, maybe, for the 70th anniversary. You know, I want to say November, December, end of the year, somewhere around there, if I had to guess a gander. I don't really want to wait that long. I wish I already had it on physical media here. But, anyway. Sorry if you guys, I just had a text message come through and you guys might hear audio from my phone. I forgot to turn it down. So, no. So, if you guys hear my text message thing go off, I'll try to get rid of it as fast as possible. Anyway, Austin Creations, there's a pretty nice Gasaphon Godzilla skeleton. I have seen that. It's about 5 inches tall. Looks pretty decent. I have seen that. That is cool. I would like a Godzilla skeleton if I can get my hands on one easily enough, but it's not that easy in all honesty. Especially for the Gasapon figures. I don't really know where to get those. Bobby Reynolds, have you ever wanted something and saw that it's over $200 and you're bummer that you can't get it? I mean, yeah, that's happened before. And then there has been things that have been over $200 that I have wanted and I have bought because I have the budget. It just depends if you have the budget for it. You know, again, you collect responsibly. You know, buy what you like, but also buy what you can afford. That's what it's always about. Jonathan, unfortunately, my budget is generally no budget or a negative number budget. And Jonathan talking to Bobby, and then she can't afford to do the 500 nearly all in. Oh man. And then Les Walker, wow, November, December for a legit US release. Don't hold me to that, Les. That's just my guess. That is just totally my guess. If I had to guess the period of time that it took for Shin Godzilla to come out on a physical media release here in the United States, I want to say that time frame about meets up. Because Shin Godzilla came out in October, roughly, I want to say here in the States, and then we didn't see a physical media release of it until August the following year. So, again, don't hold me to it. And that's just a wild guess that we probably might not see a physical media release for -1 until about the end of this year. But that's just my guess. I would get that for the black and white version maybe if there are extras. Oh, there's probably going to be extras. If they want to do it right, they should give us a set that was kind of similar to the Japanese release. Give the 4K disc. Have the Godzilla -1 minus color on a Blu-ray disc, have a disc for extras, and then maybe another extra Blu-ray disc for just a normal colored version of Godzilla -1. However they would want to do it. That would be great to see, in all honesty. But hopefully we just don't get a one disc. Hopefully we get at least, the black and white version and the color version, plus extras. I'd be happy. And then Les Walker collects responsibly, LOL. So no actual fire-breathing Godzilla figures then. Dang, yeah, no, that's a no-go. I think flamethrower Godzillas are out of the question. But, no, great on that. On to some other fun things. So, something that I picked up, and I don't even know if anyone even saw them, advertised, because they were up on the site, and then a day or a day and a half, almost 2 days later, they were no longer on the site. They were already sold out and gone. So the Godzilla store, the US Godzilla store website, they're getting stuff in regularly, which again, I couldn't believe when the website store first hit and was around and everything. A lot of Godzilla fans didn't like it because it just had basic, stuff that you could get anywhere, more or less. It didn't really have anything special. And I replied to a few of those comments on those posts saying, well, the website just launched. Give them some time to kind of build some inventory and figure some other things out. And they were just like, no, it's trash, they're garbage. And now it's like, look at all the stuff we're getting. We're getting the awesome Toho SFX books. And then, we're getting a lot of cool exclusive figures and stuff like that. And one thing that I picked up, and I even told my wife, as soon as those are available, I'm going to grab one. It's not even a question. I ended up getting the cooking apron. The Gigan cooking apron. So, now whenever I grill or cook, it's going to be Chef Gigan in the kitchen. So this was a really fun grab. I was really happy to get one because, again, these were only originally available through the Japanese Godzilla store. But they got a few of them shipped over here for the US Godzilla store. And talk about the quality's really good. It's not cheap feeling whatsoever. It's actually a really, really nice apron. And again, for all the Gigan lovers out there, Jonathan, I know you're a little green with envy right now, but no, this Gigan apron, really, really nice. I was really happy to get one. And then, of course, it also came with Gigan claw, mints. Nothing too crazy. They're just your normal oven mints. They just kind of have that little, detail of the Gigan, claws printed on them and everything. But, 100%. The apron, though, is legit cool. So, really happy that I snagged one of these. Again, guys, check out the US Godzilla store. They got some cool stuff on there. Don't knock the books. Do not knock these books. For $10 a piece, buy 3 or 4 of them at a time to make it worth it, because the shipping's always going to be $8. You can't beat that. These Toho SFX movies, authentic visual books, Don't sleep on these. Get them while they're on there. They are fantastic. I'm still kicking myself because they never got them back in stock, but when they first started selling these books, they did have the Godzilla 62 book. I didn't get one in time. They've been sold out of that one ever since. I really wish I got a Godzilla 62. Jonathan, I was really hoping to get Godzilla -1 before the end of the year. We saw it in black and white, and it was a great movie. Haven't seen Godzilla X Kong yet. Guess I'll just buy it when it comes out. Yeah, it's coming out on the 11th, so yeah, you might as well wait right now, Jonathan. Bobby Reynolds saw a figure of Raiga and saw that it's... Oh, that's not worth it. Jeez, that's ridiculous. His films may not be good, but the look of the monster is awesome. Yeah, Raiga was an interesting monster design, but yeah, not for that much. That's absolutely insane. That's insane. Lewis, Titanic Creations Yongari is up to 474 pre-orders if anyone cares. That's awesome. Get your pre-orders in for that Yongari figure so we get all those extras. And then Lewis also said that apron is a blast. It should come with the beak hat. That would have been fun. I totally agree. And then Lucy collected Damn Skippy. That's awesome. And I hate aprons. Oh, man. You would wear this one, though, Jonathan. Don't lie. You would wear it. Austin Creation says that's pretty sweet. Les Walker said, LOL, Chef Gigan. I have now seen it all. Chef Ghidorah might be nice if a third hand was included. One to stir, one to pour, one to flip burgers. That's hilarious. And then Jonathan, gotta go do some work stuff. Be back in a bit. All right, Jonathan. Have fun. And then Les Walker, wait, I almost have all the G-Suit magazines in line. What's the link, bro? I just need a couple. Almost. Okay, Les, I will... I'm going to figure out a way to get that to you. But if you just Google, Les, Godzilla Store USA or USA Godzilla Store, it should be like the first result that pops up. So that's the best I can do for you for a link right now. But if you still need one later on, let me know. But just Google USA Godzilla Store or Godzilla Store USA. You'll find it. It's like the first result that pops up. But they have a decent selection. You know, they don't have a ton of them, but they have a decent selection right now of what they have in stock for those books. And they are, again, they're fantastic buys. You can't go wrong with those books. But no, the Gigan apron, fantastic. Really, really happy. All right. I think that is all the topics to really talk about. Again, you guys continue to have any questions, feel free to ask me. We're probably going to get ready to kind of do like the normal room tour walkthrough, you know, check out some stuff, check out the crazy lights, all that good stuff. You know, again, any questions, feel free to ask me. Thank you all for being here with me, your host, Godzilla Fan Freaks, on my live stream of Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 60, and it is a graveyard shift. The only difference between this show and the normal Kaiju Chill O'Clocks is the normal Kaiju Chill O'Clocks are usually in the afternoons during the day. Graveyard shift obviously means it's a nighttime show. So, without further ado, let me rotate my camera here just so we don't catch any dreaded footage of the movie, even though we might still. And yeah, so let's go. Room tour, let's go. And again, don't forget to atomic blast that like button, you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm having fun. It's kind of fun to get back into the swing of Kaiju Chill O'Clock. That's all I'll really say. You know, this has been much needed. I'm sorry that I haven't been doing content as regularly as usual. But yeah, no, graveyard shift, so you guys know I got all my crazy lights and everything going. Oh, it's apes and humans. Footage. So here we got some Snake Mountain action going on. I love this display. Absolutely fantastic. What is showing up? Oh, I know what that is. I don't have my camera over enough. There we go. Kind of had a little blur over to this side, and it was my tripod getting in the way of the screen lens of the camera. But let's see. For those of you that follow Godzilla Fan Freaks on Instagram, you guys have been noticing Big fan of X-Men 97. Who else has been watching X-Men 97? Really, really awesome show. One of the best things they've done with Marvel lately. Couldn't resist to pick up my favorite character, Magneto, from that line. Also got the Cyclops, which is absolutely amazing with the effect piece of his, ray, repulsion ray. But yeah, so kind of just rearrange some of the superhero stuff, fit some new stuff. But Gundam still as awesome as ever with the light show that goes on up here. Here's something that, again, if you guys haven't been following Godzilla Fan Freaks on Instagram, this is the Ghost X Ghost Baragon poster. I promised I'd show you guys it in a Graveyard Shift episode because all the colors really look awesome with the LED lights kind of shining off of it and whatnot, especially right there. Oh, it looks beautiful. The colors just really pop. It is black light activated, like UV colors. So really, really awesome. Really stands out back here really well. Let's see. Did some rearranging over in this corner. As you guys know, this Kong Skull Island poster that I got from the Monster Report, Nick Adams, used to be over here in this spot, and my vintage 1972 Godzilla vs. Gigan poster used to be right here. Well, I realized that from this outside, sliding door area, the sun kind of peeks through when it gets to a certain point, and it's like, well, wow, sorry for the out of focus there, you guys. Jesus. See if I can get that back in focus. Oh, it doesn't want to. I'm sorry, guys. Let me try to... Anyway, I didn't want the 1972 poster to, there we go, to fade, more than it's already faded with the sun hitting it. So, switch those posters around. Still working on getting that 1972 original poster a better frame. It's a work in progress right now. I just want to make sure it is done right and correctly. So, Les Walker says, okay, I got it. I will scour. And then Austin Creations thought the new metallic retro Space Godzilla Bandai. Pretty cool, not my really cup of tea that I'm looking at for Bandai right now, so easy pass for me. But it is a cool Space Godzilla option for those that do not have a Space Godzilla Bandai yet. Bobby Reynolds, you're feeling with Godzilla 1998, the same, Rambo for Life. Yep. No, don't like that movie. Spaceman V, thoughts on the new Mad Max? Have not seen it yet, so can't really tell you my opinion on the new Mad Max. But from the trailer I've seen, it looks like it's a fun movie. Les Walker says footage, and Les Walker says I've missed the chills. Hey, me too, man. Me too. Get some Smoggy in there. Smog Monster coming at you. Who's been playing Gigabash, that new DLC for Smog Monster and Ghidorah? Pretty awesome, right? Awesome stuff. What's going on? Les Walker says, gotta run. Wife giving me bad looks at the door. And then he loves the chill. See you guys later. Hey, man, Les, have a good one, buddy. Have a great time. And then KG says he did. It was great. So KG enjoyed the new Mad Max movie. Lewis, anyone here order the 30-centimeter Gorgo from Titanic Creations? I have not. Maybe eventually down the road if they end up still having some in stock by chance. KG, Rip G, if you know, you know. And then Tim says 89. 89. Tim, what do you mean 89? Godzilla 89? I don't know what you mean, Tim. And then Gojira 851. Oh, he's adorable. Man, I love me some Smog Monster. Was really happy to find out that Hedra got in on all the Gigabash action as a playable character. And Hedra is absolutely amazing. I love that his flying form is implemented into his moveset. Actually, I'm thinking even after I'm done here with Kaiju Chill O'Clock, me and my wife, we might play some Gigabash together. Because you can do onslaught mode together and fight waves of enemies, and that might be pretty fun. My wife's favorite character is Wooly. She likes Wooly a lot, and Wooly is a really, really fun kaiju. And it's Psycho Gundam! What's going on, guys? Kaiju Chill O'Clock. You know it's fun around here. And actually, shout out to Tim, since Tim is in the chat here. Tim, putting you on the spot. Tim picked me up from Target, my first Super 7 reaction figure, and Tim noticed that I didn't have the Showa Mogira in my collection, so now I do. So thanks to Tim. Tim, shout out to you, bud. Thank you for this. I still got to review it. I'll see if I can get around to that this week. It's actually the only thing I have to review right now, so should be a quick, easy one to do. But yeah, so he's new. Thanks to Tim. Tim's the man. Spawn shelf, looking as fun as ever. Got some Todd McFarlane action going on. Todd McFarlane is actually in my home state right now. He's up in Phoenix right now for Phoenix Comic-Con, which they now call Phoenix Fan Fusion. But yeah, Todd McFarlane is up in Phoenix right now, so he's about 2 hours away from me. I really wish he would come to Tucson Comic-Con, because I definitely have some stuff for him to sign, 100%. And then Timothy Faye, Biolante. Yes, Biolante was 89. And then KG, that was for X-Men. Okay. And then Lewis, does anyone make a Monster Zero Rodan? Is there an X Plus 65 Rodan? I don't know if there is. Lewis, I think the best that I can do for you, I know that there's model kits out there that exist. What the price ranges are on them and what exactly the name of the model kits are, I don't know. But I do know there are some model kits out there of the 65 Rodan. X Plus, though, I just have the 25 centimeter, and this is the 64 from Ghidra, the three-headed monster. And then they also have a 30 centimeter 64 Rodan. So, I mean, but yeah, I don't think they've done a 65. They've done a 65 Godzilla, but I don't think they did the 65 Rodan. But I do love this 64, though. Fantastic looking figure. Oh, this Rodan just looks beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful figure. Some merchandise hidden back in here. There's the laser disc that I got from Nick Adams from the Monster Report of Frankenstein Conquers the World, otherwise known as Frankenstein vs. Baragon. That is the laser disc. Got some Shin Godzilla art over there. I got my signed copy of Final Wars by Don Fry right here, since I recently got, well, not recently, but beginning of this year, I kind of replaced some of my Godzilla DVDs with Blu-ray, and Final Wars was one. You know, just got to update some movies every now and then to that higher quality, you know. Let's see here. Undisputed exclusive. You got Godzilla 98? Nope. Godzilla 98 does not exist in my reality. What Godzilla 98? There was no Godzilla 98. What are you talking about? Yeah, no Godzilla 98 here. You will not find that here. All you will find here is Showa, Heisei, little bit of Millennium, Legendary, Reiwa. Isn't that the Reiwa era? Shin Godzilla -1, all that. I don't have any -1 Godzilla yet. I still got to work on that. I do have the Bandai figure saved on my Amazon list. So, just eventually got to order that one of these days. Because I do want a -1. I do want a -1. At least the Bandai. That's what I have saved. I'm fine with the Bandai. That's all I would really want. Bobby Reynolds, the Showa Godzilla and Godzilla Final Wars are like the 80s and 90s action heroes of Godzilla. Yeah, you know, you're not wrong. I will disagree with the Final Wars one just because I can't stand that film. I can't stand Final Wars. Ugh. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll watch it, but it's a hard watch for me. I'd rather watch Godzilla's Revenge 100% over Final Wars. Get some Pacific Rim. Oh, another new thing. Almost forgot about it because it's all the way down here. But again, you guys have been seeing the posts for me advertising Kaiju Chill Clock. So, my next door neighbor, him and his family, had a yard sale this past week. I went over there, checked some stuff out. His son was actually selling some of his old toys. And he actually had this really awesome large scale tank. Sure, it's out of scale with like everything else that I own, but you know what? I don't have enough like human type military vehicles. So I was like, hey, you know what? That tank's pretty cool. How much you want for it? Oh, $5? Hey, there's $5. But yeah, no, so that was kind of exciting. It's actually kind of a really cool tank. I'm not gonna lie. Might do something fun with it. Make like a, use your imagination in your collection. It's like a super giant kaiju sized tank. I don't know. Dragon Ball figures. King Cold, he's new. My wife got me that actually. I now have a legit King Cold figure in my Dragon Ball collection. Love it. Absolutely love it. Looks fantastic. Alright, what are we going on here? About almost an hour. Alright. Again, I'm not sure how long the show's going to be. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Engagement and all that stuff kind of helps the show last a little bit longer. But, if we wrap up here in a few minutes, that's fine with me too. I think we did a good job on the show. We had some good engagement. Now we're just checking out some awesome pieces, looking at them in the cool lightings. Godzilla Tower. I still love this thing. Absolutely love this figure. And the controller. Absolutely fantastic. See, Bobby, thoughts on a canceled Godzilla called a Space Godzilla? Nothing to do with Space Godzilla. It's about Godzilla. It's about it. Sorry, trying to read these comments. Sometimes the grammar's not the best, so I have to piece it together. Nothing to do with Space Godzilla. It's about, you want to say if Godzilla was a lady and dies from diabetes and turns into a spaceship? What? Bobby Reynolds, you come across some of the most unique and oddest things. That's all I will say. Don't know what side of the internet you're on with all this stuff, but it's interesting and a little scary. Be careful out there. Please. But I'm sure you guys heard meowing in the background. He was just getting fed some food. Agnogoji, what's up? We've just been chilling with Kaiju Chill Clock. Talked about some topics a little earlier. Now we're just kind of vibing right now. vibing, walking around the collection, checking things out. You know, I'm answering some questions. Austin Creations, with it being their anniversary, what would your dream Mechagodzilla and King Ghidorah figure announcements be? Can be a reissue or a new sculpt. Interesting. For King Ghidorah, in all honesty, that's a tough one. I would want to say a legit, maybe Showa SH Monster Arts, because, you know, there was that kind of bootleg fan-made SH Monster Arts Showa King Ghidorah. I would like maybe an actual, like, you know, release and, you know, make it worth the price tag, please. That would be awesome for Ghidorah. That's really all I can think of. That or a new movie monster series Bandai Showa Ghidorah. That would be nice. I'm not gonna say no to that either. Mechagodzilla, that's really tough because I kind of already have my dream Mechagodzilla figure, which is this guy right here that I got from my buddy Christopher Clavero here in town, my local Tucson Godzilla collector friend. For Mechagodzilla, that's really tough. I don't know if I have an answer for that one. I would love, though, considering it is also his anniversary, I would love to see King Caesar done in a 30 centimeter. You know, King Caesar is one of my favorite kaiju. Oh no, it's apes! King Caesar, though, yes, 100% would love to see a new... I'd take a new 25 centimeter sculpt. I would take a 30 centimeter sculpt from X Plus. SH Monster Arts would be cool. A new Bandai for King Caesar, because I feel like King Caesar is not getting any attention, even though it's also his anniversary as well. I feel like he is just getting overlooked. King Caesar didn't get a cool anniversary logo. King Caesar has gotten nothing. He's gotten nothing. He's got nothing. Oh, see, he doesn't even want to stand right. He's like, I can't believe it. I can't believe I haven't gotten anything. So I really hope that Toho does something for King Caesar, because if they absolutely do not, I'm going to be disappointed. And, you know, don't be scared because maybe people didn't like the Final Wars one, Toho. Just recreate or do something with the Showa King Caesar. Forget about Final Wars. Don't leave that one alone. Leave that one in the pit that it came from. But yeah, I feel like King Caesar is not getting any love as of late. Agno Goji, what's your favorite Goji Fan 93 figure that he gave you? Well, Chris did give me 2 figures, but a lot of the figures I bought from him, again, I bought. He didn't give me. But if I had to pick absolute favorites, we just looked at them. These 2 right here. These 2 right here are very special to me and him, because these figures were his first Godzilla figures. He had these ever since he was a little kid. And then he passed them on to me. They're priceless. Oh no, Jet Jaguar, I caught him. They are priceless because they just have a great story and attached to them. And again, just, being a part of his collection when he was a kid, and now they're here with me, I treasure them dearly and appreciate them greatly. Lewis, it's Ghidorah, not Ghidorah. Hey, pronunciations are pronunciations. That's all I can tell you. Sorry if it bothers you. Gojira 851, I want the imposter Godzilla with the damaged skin exposing the space titanium. That guy's right down here. I got you covered. You talking about this one? Try to get it. There we go. Better focus for you. Yep. This is the one from the 50th anniversary memorial box. Oh, wait. I think Gojira 851's talking about like if X Plus was to do one. Yes, 100%. Fake Godzilla. Give us more fake Godzilla. We need that. We need that 100%. Bobby Reynolds, I'm getting ready to head to bed. Have a good night, Godzilla Fan Freaks for Life. Thank you, Bobby, for being here. Have a good night, bud. KG, I got a confession. I love Godzilla 98 and its commercials, especially the Taco Bell commercials. You know, I will give the 98 film this. It had good advertising with Taco Bell. It did have good advertising with Taco Bell. Austin Creations, same. I picked up both the Godzilla and Mechagodzilla favorite sculptor line figures, and I want a King Caesar to go with them. Yes, no. I really hope King Caesar gets some love. I know Goji. Final Wars is the GOAT. Oh, no. And then Tim, really? Final Wars? Yeah. Tim backing it up. Let's go, Tim. I had Tim sit down and watch Final Wars, and, you know, Tim's seen some Godzilla movies. He hasn't seen them all, but Tim wasn't impressed with Final Wars either. Final Wars isn't going to get much love here. I'm sorry. If that's what you're looking for, yeah, ain't going to be your cup of tea over here. Lewis, show Mechagodzilla rules. It's the only one where it's not a vehicle piloted by humans, which turns from robot vehicle. Yep. No, I do agree. I love the show Mechagodzilla. Even though I will still say my favorite Mechagodzilla, I do love the 93. I do love the 93. Undisputed exclusive, Godzilla 2014. Like, do I have a figure of Godzilla 2014, or are you asking what my opinion is of Godzilla 2014? I do have a 2014 NECA right here. But as far as my feelings for 2014, it's my least favorite MonsterVerse film. It is 2014 is a hard watch for me. It is a hard watch for me. But yeah, no. Back to Lewis's comment really quick. Yep, show Mechagodzilla the best. This figure is absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it so much. So much. And then Gojira51 says X Plus indeed. And then Acno Goji, okay, which is your favorite Goji fan figure? Goji fan 93 figure I bought from him. Oh man, good question. The GMK Ghidorah is up there, but as much as I love the GMK Ghidorah that I got from him, man, they're all cool, you know, because Gigan here was one, GMK Ghidorah was one. Mechagodzilla here, that was one. I mean, here's the Shin Godzilla. Remember his Shin Godzilla box day where he made all the, ow, my shin jokes? That's this figure. Oh, man. The 93 Mechagodzilla, that was one from him, too. That was one from him, too. Oh, man. In all honesty, I'm torn because it's either the 73, which is his favorite Showa suit. That figure I bought from him. That was another one. It's either the 73, 25 centimeter. I do love the 25 centimeter Megalon as well. And then, of course, Jet Jaguar here, 25 centimeter, was also from him. If I had to pick an absolute favorite, oh man, that's tough. Oh, it's tough. Oh man, it's between those three. I mean, if I have to go by my favorite character, Jet Jaguar. If I had to go by figure, the Megalon is... There's not a lot of Megalon stuff, and I'm really happy to have this 25 centimeter. And this was the Wonderfest pack exclusive. That I think it was him and the Godzilla came together in a pack. Or no, was it the... Oh, I don't remember. No, it was him and Gigan, wasn't it? It was him and the 25 centimeter Gigan. That's what it was. I think that was the pack that Chris had. KG, I have the Taco Bell dog plushie from Godzilla 98. Dude, that's amazing. That's actually a pretty cool... That's something that I'll give you. That's cool. Because I remember those plushies. I think I had one. I don't really remember. Undisputed exclusive. Shin Godzilla is a masterpiece. Shin Godzilla is fantastic. Undisputed exclusive. Favorite Mothra. Oh, man. GMK. GMK Mothra 100% is my favorite Mothra. I just love the purple eyes. I love the purple in the wings. GMK Mothra is absolutely fantastic. And Jonathan, clicky clacky, I'm back. And then Gojiri51, Mega Run, yes. And then Undisputed 90s Mothra, nice. Oh yeah, the 90s Mothra. Yeah, I got her SH Monster Arts right here. Right next to Batra. And then I do have my old Trendmasters from my childhood still. And then Jonathan says, I like Megaron too. It's Rover. And then Akino Goji. Kiryu is the best Godzilla. Mecha Godzilla. Hey, you know what? Everybody has their own opinion on what the best Mecha Godzilla is. You know, for some, it's Showa. For others, it's the Heisei. And then for others, Kiryu. Can't really go wrong with any type of Mecha Godzilla except Mecha Godzilla from the anime trilogy movies. Mecha Godzilla City. Could have did without. That was a sleeper of a film. KG, I don't know if it still works or not. It's in storage somewhere. I mean, I'd be surprised if that little Taco Bell dog plushie worked. I would be shocked. And then, can you put the Smog Monster mask on? I mean, I suppose I can. I don't see why not. I'm here to answer people's requests. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Oh, it doesn't work with my glasses on, though. So now I can't really see. Smog Monster, what's going on, guys? Godzilla fan freaks or Smog Monster fan freaks coming at you today. What's going on? See, can I see comments? Barely. I gotta like hold my phone all super close to my face. So I don't have my glasses on no more because I can't wear it with that. There you go. Smog Monster mask has been worn. All right. Anyway, let me prop that back up. Hope that was good enough for everybody. Let's see. Mechagodzilla City didn't happen, says Goji. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And then, Jonathan, I just keep missing the deals on picking up Trendmaster Toys stuff here lately. Oh, man, dude. I wish I had more Trendmaster stuff. I want some of the more rare figures. You know, there's a Baragon out there, the Anguirus, the Varan, the Megalon from Doom Island. Oh, I would love all of that stuff. But, yeah, kind of expensive. And then, Jonathan, put the glasses on over the mask. That makes it classy. That's actually hard to do. Just because that mask goes wide on my head, and so my glasses would not fit around it. Oh, man. But, all right, you guys. Let's see here. Undisputed exclusive. Do I have any baby Godzilla figures from Space Godzilla? No, I do not. Not the hugest fan of that baby Godzilla design. The only thing I have of, you know, little Godzilla is, I have the SH Monster Arts Godzilla Jr. right here. And then I have Minya right here next to the 67 Godzilla. But yeah, no little Godzilla. No little Godzilla. But anyway, you guys, I think that's about going to do it for the stream tonight. I really can't think of anything else to talk about or go over. So, with that said, get a nice shot of the Gigan Tapestry. Oh, Undisputed Exclusive Destroyer! Yes, there is Destroyer. There is... I got my little Crab Destroyer down here. And then I have my SH Monster Arts Destroyer suspended right now, shooting his micro oxygen beam. But yeah, so let me flip this around. What's up, guys? And I think we're going to work on winding it down this stream. So, I hope you guys had a good time. And yeah, no, great questions. Again, thank you all for the likes. If you haven't yet already, please atomic blast that like button. Helps out a lot. And I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, this was a nice little sit down and just chat with everybody. You know, that's always fun to do. So, without further ado, you guys, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Lucy Collected, you could do karaoke and dance. Oh my goodness. But no, please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks over on Instagram and Facebook. You know, you'll see posts there that you necessarily won't see here on the channel sometimes. And we will see you guys next time on Kaiju Chill O'Clock. I don't know when the next episode's going to be. You guys just have to wait for updates and stuff like that. I'll try to get a figure review done on the Super 7 reaction figure Mogra that Tim got me. And we will go from there. KG says goodnight. And with that, we'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.